Over the last 30 years, over 850 hectares of habitat have been restored in the Toronto and region area of concern. All of this wildlife and fish habitat are the results of decades of monitoring, habitat restoration, and funding support by the Toronto Remedial Action Plan partners and organizations including all three levels of government and the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority. One of the projects I'd like to point out is really urbanized restoration activity in downtown Toronto. Spadina Quay, for example. So below the water, there was habitat components installed to satisfy the fisheries requirements for building the site itself. We often find a lot of different species there, including pike and warm water species such as pumpkin seeds and panfish. You can ride a streetcar down to the stop right at Spadina Quay, get out and walk to the deck and look into the water and see fish and fish habitat right at your feet, as well as the Spadina wetland, which is loaded with fish and wildlife. Some of the really cool areas to look at are places like Tommy Thompson Park, where extensive restoration activity has taken place, building out the park itself. And it also gave us lots of opportunity to develop and hone our techniques for restoration within the Toronto area.
With support from the Toronto and Region Remedial Action Plan, as well as the Great Lakes Protection Initiative, Toronto and Region Conservation Authority has enhanced and created more than 70 hectares of terrestrial and aquatic habitat at Tommy Thompson Park since 1995. Over time, natural succession, as well as habitat restoration, has resulted in an urban wilderness developing on the landform. Tommy Thompson Park has been designated as a globally significant important bird area, as well as an environmentally significant area in the City of Toronto. Our early habitat restoration and creation projects at Tommy Thompson Park really focused on creating and enhancing habitats within the sort of confined spaces within the park. So the sheltered embayments and the wetlands within the landform itself. However, in recent years, as we've sort of exhausted our improvements and created really great habitat there that's supporting wildlife, we've sort of pulled back the lens and looked at how Tommy Thompson Park connects with the habitats in the Inner Harbour and the Toronto Islands. And the fish monitoring data shows that the fishes are most certainly moving between Tommy Thompson Park and those other habitats.
We have, in some cases, over 30 years worth of fisheries information which has been incorporated into a lot of research projects to, again, confirm a lot of the habitat restoration techniques out of the Toronto Waterfront Aquatic Habitat Restoration Strategy. And we now know what does work and what doesn't work, and we're taking those lessons learned and we're incorporating it into a lot of the new projects. For instance, the Lower Don restoration work and the realignment of the new river system. Here in Toronto, we're lucky to have many agencies, authorities, and government departments working together to continue to improve Toronto's waterfront.